Us dropping a historic triple-double in an overtime win against the Kings yesterday. Luka had 34 points, 20 rebounds, 12 assists in the win. He is now the youngest player by over a year and a half to ever record a 30-point, 20-rebound triple-double in NBA history. And Shannon, you said this was another one of your guys. So how high is Luka's ceiling?
Skip, look, and I told you this, Skip. I said I'm not saying he's Larry Bird, but as far as white players, he's the closest thing we've seen, Skip. I mean, you look at him, it's fifth in scoring, he's third in assists, and he's getting you 9.5 boards. Now, you have to realize the other guy that's on this list with a 30-20 game is Oscar. So Oscar did it 4 times in over 2.5 months, but Oscar went 21. Now, you think about the great players.
Oscar was 23.
23.
So this is by far the youngest to go 30 plus, 20 plus, 10 plus.
Right.
Yeah, he's 21 and a half.
Think about the great players that's been in this league at 21 years of age. LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. If I'm not mistaken, Jordan was 21 when he got into the league. And none of them did this, Skip. Skip, I told you this kid is special. He can do it. He can do it. He got great feel. And the thing is, the same thing about Bird, Skip, he doesn't have Russell Westbrook speed or Derrick Rose athleticism. He ain't leaping over nothing. All he does is get buckets. All he does is 20 rebounds, Skip, 20, and drop dimes. Skip, I mean, to get this at any age is unbelievable. But to have this kind of success in your second year, but it helps, Skip, that he's been a professional for a long time. He's been playing against grown men basically since he was about 15 to 16 years of age. So he's at a decided advantage. It's not like, he came out of college, but he's been playing against grown men. And so it's helped him advance to where he is currently. Skip, he's special. Yeah, Skip, it's just a matter of time. He's going to be an MVP. It's just a matter of time.
So I would like to compliment your man, Luka, before I launch into what I really want to say. Luka did come out of the hiatus through the pandemic looking like he put 10, 12 pounds of muscle on in his upper body. He is beefed up. At 21 and a half years old, he is becoming an NBA man, and it is a man's game. He looks much better. He doesn't look as skinny as he used to look, as slender, as sort of not strong as he used to look. So I appreciate that about him. And to your point, I've said from the start, he is obviously a gifted passer, but he's also an incredibly gifted rebounder. He is Rodman-esque to me because he can't jump, and he's Rodman's height. He's 6'7", so it's not like he's 7 feet tall. He's not the unicorn Porzingis. But they do have 2 unicorns on this team because as a rebounder, he just has that knack, that sense, that gift of...
He knows how to find the ball.
He can anticipate the ricochet, the carom. He can just... He sees it before you see it, and he can position himself to rebound the basketball. And I am highly impressed because it's hard to get 20 rebounds. It's just hard. And he's had a couple of games this year of 15-plus rebounds. So I give you that. Extraordinary. Now, when it comes to shooting the basketball, he's about from here to Boston to catch Larry Bird. And we were in Los Angeles, so we were about 3,000 miles away. Okay, what do I see so far in Luka Doncic? I see a man who right now, there are 147 qualified three-point shooters. He's 140th on that list. He's made this basketball season 31% of his three-point shots. That's pathetic. He's not a three-point shooter. In the bubble so far, he's made 3 of 18. That is 17%. And what happened? They lost to Houston. He went 1 for 9 in that game. They lost to Philly, and he went 0 for 3 in that game. And yesterday or last night, whatever it was, 2 for 6 in an overtime win over Sacramento. Not all that impressive. Fourth quarters, is he a takeover guy the way Larry Bird was? No, he's not, because in fourth quarter attempts, he ranks 36th in the league. So he doesn't shoot it. He prefers to defer in the fourth quarter. I got it, but it's not Bird-esque to me. And in points scored in the fourth quarter, he ranks 34th in the NBA. So it's not like he's a top 10-point generator in the fourth quarter. Okay? All right. So I give you the rebounding, but now here's where you lose me on Larry Bird. The book on Luka so far has been What did the Lakers do
Rough
to
him
him?
up.
You rough him up. You go at him. You get physical with him. You can knock him off his game if you kind of knock him out of the game. Dwight took a shot at him in that game back on November the 1st. I know it seems like 3 years ago, but it's this basketball season. At Dallas, Dwight on a Friday night gave him a little shiver up to the jaw, and it knocked him woozy.
Yeah.
He wasn't the same the rest of the game. And then what else do we see? On defense,
Well,
he can be a liability. He doesn't play any defense because the point is, after that game, November 1st, Kyle Kuzma said, we were just going to whoever Luka was guarding. Whoever he's guarding, we give him the ball.
One-on-one to put him in the pick and roll.
Okay? All right, we got it. Did anybody ever say either of those things about Larry Bird? Let's rough him up. Nobody. No, right. You wouldn't dare try to rough him up, or he's going to rough you up. You're going to be bird feed, right?
Yeah, Larry fight. See?
He'll fight. And on defense, I'm not saying Larry was an extraordinary on-ball defender, but he would get after
a lot of
you.
deflection.
He would get his hands on the basketball. So he was not a liability. It wasn't like, let's go to whoever Larry's guarding. Nobody ever said that.
Skip, I think the thing with the weight is going to help him because I saw him play more through contact yesterday than I had seen him play with in a while.
I'll buy that.
He was getting a lot of and ones. You got to realize, Skip, he's 21. He just turned 21 recently. So
he's 21 and a half.
Right. So his body's going to steady, just keep doing what you're doing. But Skip, to get 30, I mean, he get 30 so easy. And like I said, I believe he obviously he can improve it. He's 31% from the three-point line. But let's just say, Skip, he gets to 34%. 35% from the three.
Maybe.
Skip, you talk about a guy that's going to be 32, 33, 4 points a game for the simple fact he gets in the lane so effortlessly. Yep. Because like I said, we knew how Russ's speed. Russ can get from one end of the court to the other. Derrick Rose was the athletic. Derrick Rose was Russ before Russ. He has none of that. He cannot jump me probably. But somehow he finds his way in the lane, getting and ones. He finds his way. He's navigating. He's about to take a shot, and there's Porzingis. He finds him under the basket for an easy dunk.
He does.
Skip, he's special. He's the closest thing to Bird. I'm not saying he's Bird. Skip, we're not going to ever see it. We probably, especially from an American player. I don't know if we're going to see an American player become Larry Bird. That's white. Skip, Larry Bird was 24, 10, and 6. People don't realize that Larry Bird was 24 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists for a career. Not for a season, for a career.
Plus, he was a cold-blooded killer.
And talking junk the whole time.
To everybody.
That's why people don't realize it, but if you go back and YouTube it, that's why Dr. J fought him.
He fought him.
I'm going to bust you up, Holmes. Walk up. I'm going to get you again. Walk up. Oh, got you. Doctor say enough of this.
I'm sorry. It's hard for me to even have a conversation putting Luka in the same conversation with Larry Bird. It's blasphemy.
Let me ask you a question. But is he not the closest thing that you've seen?
I think that's a commentary in itself because there was only one. There was just that guy.
Yes.
And he came and he went.
Right.
And he had to go a little early because his back gave out on him.
But the thing was, Skip, and you have to realize that Larry was doing this when the league's predominantly black. We're not talking about the 50s when there's only a handful of black players. He's doing this against Michael and Magic, Moses, all them guys, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, all these guys in their prime. And Larry Bird is the last guy to win 3 consecutive MVPs. 3 consecutive.
It's almost not fair to this kid to even say, well, he's the closest to, well, from here to Boston.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to walk from here to Boston.
No, give me a little closer to that now. Get a man some credit. Skip, he got 16 triple dubs. And they should have won that game. You know they should have won that game against Houston. They should have won.
But they didn't.
They had it in the bag.
See what happens when the playoffs start because they're about to start.
Well, they right now they're going to get the Clippers.
Yep. We're okay.
You're okay? You're feeling okay? All
We're good with that.
Confidence. No worries, no worries. We have so much more NBA to get to. Stay with us. More after the break.